We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. New York find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Rick Porcello gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
A 1-1 count to Puig. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here it comes. Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening.
Batting second.
Now at the plate, Kian Wong. First pitch on its way. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
3-0 to him now. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Next for the Mets, Robinson Cano, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Comes set and the 0-1.
2 takes and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. And he fouls this one off. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled away. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. Gone into the upper tank. A 2-run shot here for Robinson Cano, number 11 for him on the season, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Next up from New York, Jeff McNeil, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And it's fouled away. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Puig. He can't get there as it falls in.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Batting average down in the low 210s. 17 home runs and 44 RBIs. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The count now at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
J.D. Davis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. Three and one to the Mets left fielder.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hit out towards second. To Crawford for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
That is it. The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. And now a pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more.
Inside, ball 1.
Misses, ball 2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. At the plate, Michael Conforto, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Here's Jake Marisnick, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 pitch on the way.
No, that's down.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
1 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So here now is the pitcher, Rick Porcello. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. From the stretch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. There to take it in is Flores, and there are 2 away now. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And now they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Brandon Crawford digging in next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And now pitch on the way. Pitch on the way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, and he pops him up. McNeil into shallow left, but it's the shortstop that gets there. And that's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be Austin Slater. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
1-1 the count. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Drew Smiley. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Shortstop, Ahmed.
First offering on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
There's Robbie Cano now. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Behind 0-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Striding in, Jeff McNeil. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
1 out and a runner on third. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's in, ball 2.
To first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Smiley steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's fouled away. fouled off. Another 2-2 offering.
You got a full count?
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 3 innings complete. The Mets lead it 3-0. In now is Yasiel Puig back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. 0-1 pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Cano towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. So now to the plate, Kian Wong. Ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Lifted down the line in left. It's in there, and the Giants look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. 1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Yastrzemski. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marisnick going back. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Conforto is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Giants 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Leading up for the Mets, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's down to third. And the inning begins with a quick out, number 1.
Now batting,
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Count now, a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. The 1-2. This one's down to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
now back.
Digging in, Michael Conforto, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Smiley peers in, coming at him with the 0-1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2 strikes.
Grounder down the line at third. Just hung in there on that one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Yolmer Sanchez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Now here it comes. And there's ball 2 now. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Another 2-2. Brandon Crawford is on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now batting, Brandon Crawford. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard hit ball to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Into the box, Austin Slater. First pitch of the at-bat. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Slater, who cleverly has the nickname AC. He was an 8th round selection during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Giants down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Stepping up now, Jake Marisnick. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
At the plate now, Rick Porcello. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. There to take this in is Crawford, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. Smiley's ready. Here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside ball.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Man at second here with 2 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Cano waiting on the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Hunter Pence will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 8, Hunter Pence.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1 to count. Pops this one up. Cano ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 66.
One away now for the free swinging right fielder, Yasiel Puig. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Stopped on the slide by Cano. It's in time.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Next to bat for the Giants, Kian Wong. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Marisnick going back. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Trevor Cahill enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 53, Trevor Cahill.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, so here's Jeff McNeil. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The third baseman, number 6.
First offering on its way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1. Misses off the plate.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for the Mets.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. The 2-0 is taken, strike 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game.
That's ball three.
3-1.
I got three
Wilson
balls.
Ramos is on deck. The 3-1.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Slater's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So striding in, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up. And here's Flores to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and it's still 3-1. Ready now, Wilmer Flores. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he takes ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Scorched to third. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. Here comes the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yolmer Sanchez.
Ready once again, Yolmer Sanchez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Scooped up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for San Francisco. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Davis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
J.D. Davis.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
In now, Michael Conforto. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. No outs, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Here it comes on 1-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The 1-0 home. Fly ball out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Eduardo Nunez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12. Eduardo Nunez.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead. Seth Lugo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 2 for 4.
Brandon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Outside and a full count. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
A ball and a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Swings through it for strike number 2. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Slater is retired. 2 down now. Brandon Belt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Brandon Belt.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Ball 2.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. The 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground. You're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
And this is in the air now, out to left. Here comes a left fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 4-1. Marlene Garcia will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 97, Marlene Garcia.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Ahmed Rosario.
Pitch on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, 2.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Slater is under this one. 2 gone. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Two and 0. Outside and low, 3 and 0. 2 out, nobody on. That one's in there, 3-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Slater's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Dylan Betances comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Stepping into the box, Kian Wong is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
In now, Wilmer Flores, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Hit back toward the mound. He'll go to the bag for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Yastrzemski. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Last strike here for the Giants. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. So a full count now. Buster Posey would be next. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up Buster Posey. He's set. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner on first with 2 away. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Here now the 2-2. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. There's Cano. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rick Porcello earns his 8th victory of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Dylan Batten